It's time to take over.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking, all right? So shout out to everybody who is in the room. It's good to see you guys. I hope you guys are doing okay. If you guys can hear me, please give me a thumbs up or a radiation emoji in the chat. If you guys cannot hear me, then give me a thumbs down or an angry face. I'm going to shout out everybody who's in the building early. We got Shamika Gray in the building. We got Loy Sky 9 in the house. B1 to Ty Valentine. We got Katsy in the building. We got Jesse Parrish. Shout out to Jesse, B1. We got Jay Cage. Shout out to David Brown, B1. My man Al McGowan is in the building. We got Val Williams up in here. Shout out to Val. My man Akron Zippy is in the house. Shout out to the 330. Shout out to the 234. Shout out to Rubber City in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Al McGowan. We got my man Emmanuel Carey in the house. Shout out to Denise Scales. Loy Sky 9 is up in here. All right. So shout out to everybody. All right. And Win Lose a Rug. We got my man Win Lose a Rug in the building. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. So we're going to talk about the laws. And the question that we always ask when we talk about the laws is, do the laws obey the laws? We all know the answer to that, but we're going to show evidence. We're going to show evidence of how the laws do not obey the laws. And I got a little story to tell y'all, man. There was a privileged individual today in line in front of me. For some reason, I had a taste for a steak bagel. How many you guys ever had a steak bagel from McDonald's? And I know I shouldn't be eating McDonald's because McDonald's is disgusting, but it don't matter. I had a taste for a steak bagel. It's not the worst thing I'm going to come in contact with throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, those steak bagels are one of the few edible items on the McDonald's menu. Shout out to DC Precise. What's good with it? Yo, make sure you guys shout out DC Precise. Throw some radiation emoji in the chat and some flames for DC Precise. DC Precise hooked your boy up on Cash App yesterday, so shout out to him. Definitely appreciate it. And also shout out to Lindsay. Make sure you guys throw some radiation emoji in the chat and some flames for Lindsay. Definitely appreciate it. You guys know every little bit helps, and we get in there. Yeah, Mickey D's do hit the spot sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It hit the spot sometimes. And I had a taste, bro. And so I'm ordering, right? And now, see, Akron Zippy is going to be the only person that knows what I'm talking about. But I was at the McDonald's in the Valley, right? And it was all black people working at the McDonald's, right? So this white lady pulls up in an Acura SUV. You know what I'm saying? And she's in the drive-through, and for whatever reason, something that she's trying to do is not working. You know what I'm saying? Something that she's trying to do is not working. So when she comes from the drive-through speaker, she pulls around to where you get the money at, and she threw the money at the cashier. She threw the money inside McDonald's at the cashier. So when it was time for me to pull up, I was like, yo, what was up with that lady? Oh, yeah, shout out to Akron Zippy. Yeah, you know exactly which one I'm talking about. Yeah, the one on Merriman. You already know. You know what I'm saying? The one on the way to Weather Vane. You know what time it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? The one over there by Social 8. You already know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she threw the money at the lady. I seen her, too. So then she pulled through. And when I got to the drive-through window, you a good one. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? You a good one. Because I was like, man, that right there, that'd have messed up her whole day had she threw that money at me. They'd need a surgeon to remove it from her if she had threw that money at me. You know what I'm saying? But homegirl let her slide, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's her decision to let it slide. But that woman just threw the money at her. Disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? As if it was no consequence for it. Which is crazy. Which is foul. Which is something that you see every damn day. And if you ask me, you're gonna start seeing people be more aggressive in that way. This lady just thought that she could throw this money at this lady, and it was just all good. Man, I'm telling you, that would have been the absolute worst possible thing she could have done if she had done that to me. I'd be all over the news right now. I'd be the most hated man in America, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Now, if somebody had done that to her, she would have called her backup boys. She would have called the Pookies known as the Lawz, because that's what Pookies are for. You know what I'm saying? Pookies are dumb muscle. How many people would agree with that? Pookies are dumb muscle. Anytime somebody wants something dumb done that requires muscle, they call a Pookie. And the police are PC Pookies for the most part. When they need some dirty work handled, they call the pigs, which is why they call them pigs, because they're doing the dirty work. And other obvious reasons. You know what I'm saying? So you got to ask yourself the question about the Lawz. Are the Lawz doing dirty work? Are the Lawz doing dirty work? Let me ask you guys this question right here. Is this dirty work? Bexar County deputy fired following arrest on assault charges. Now, don't misgender this individual right here. Don't misgender this individual, because if you misgender this individual, you might mess around and be serving more time than it is.
And back to the live desk just then, we are learning a Bexar County Sheriff's deputy was arrested and booked into the Comal County Jail accused of domestic violence. The Sheriff's Office telling us just a short time ago, the BCSO deputy identified as 25-year-old Tony Ramirez was off duty when she was arrested and has been charged with
off duty when she was arrested. Off duty when she was arrested.
assault and bodily injury involving a person she was in a dating relationship with. She was arrested by the Comal County Sheriff's Office this morning. The Sheriff's Office saying she's been with BCSO since January, adding that Sheriff Salazar has terminated Ramirez from the office as a probationary dismissal. We're told that both the Bexar County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigations Division and BCSO Internal Affairs are conducting separate but concurrent investigations as well. That is the latest from the Light Desk.
So what I want people to pay close attention to is how this individual here got more of a harsh punishment for her domestic violence spat than most of these police officers get when they delete a black person. They took care of this extremely quickly. Would you guys agree? Y'all still in awe that this is a she. You know what I'm saying? San Antonio officials have released the name of a deputy. So again, this was a deputy who has been dishonorably discharged from the Bexar County Sheriff's Office for an alleged assault. This is not only she's not acting like what she's supposed to be in a bunch of different scenarios. Clearly not acting like, a woman, right? Not acting like a sheriff is allegedly supposed to act. You know what I'm saying? She's a deputy sheriff, and she's been dishonorably discharged from the Bexar County Sheriff's Office for an alleged suit. An off-duty Bexar County Sheriff's officer was arrested for an assault and a bodily injury married by the Como County Sheriff's Office on Tuesday. Police say that Tony Ramirez, so she sounds like, she might know a couple undocumented bros. She looks like an undocumented bro with an emphasis on the bro part. This person here is 25 years old. They were arrested after an allegation of assault involving Ramirez and the victim that she was dating. So the person that she was dating, she decided to go upside their head. She went oops upside her head. So this was a girl-on-girl relationship. Girl-on-girl violence. I don't know if people are aware, but, to all of these advocates of this type of lifestyle, you got to ask the question why it is that they don't talk about how violent those legitimate relationships are. You know what I'm saying? Because it be going down in them legitimate relationships. People be getting all kind of beat up, busted upside their head. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Lee, all that. Shout out to Torian. What's good with it, bro? You was thinking about oops upside your head. That's exactly what happened to her. She said, oops, upside your head. She said, oops, upside your head. Oh, man. Why you got to hit me in my head and you a damn cop? Don't hit me no more. Just stop. Oh, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy work. Why you gotta hit me in the head and you a cop? Would you just stop? I said, oops, upside your head. I said, oops, upside your head. Oh, man, that's bad. Damn, that's bad. So check this out. Now we got this story from Denver, right? Going down in the department. Federal lawsuit alleges sexual harassment and assault. So they like assault in Aurora Police Department's youth training program. Now, this is not too many different ways this can go. Denise said when the mixtape coming out. That's hilarious. I need to put a mixtape out. I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's hilarious. Y'all would like it too. It wouldn't go platinum because they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Them folks that run the record companies, you know what I'm saying? They'll go to war with your boy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it'll be an underground classic for sure. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man John Guillory for supporting the channel for 9 months. Make sure y'all smash the like button and show John some love. Definitely appreciate it, man. I appreciate the entire green team, but shout out to my man John for the 9 months of support. Make sure y'all throw some radiation emoji in the chat, throw some flames in there, and show him some love. 3 young women, look at this, who joined the Aurora Police Department Explorers program as teenagers with hopes that it would help launch them into careers in law enforcement, instead were groped during training exercises and sexually harassed by other young male members of the program, a new federal lawsuit claims. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Do you all think that when the police found out about this, they encouraged those young male members to do it? They encouraged them to do this and said, well, this is what you're going to be doing when you're on the force anyway. So you may as well, you know, learn how to get down and also learn how to deal with these females. You think they did that? Shout out to Brooklyn Queen. What's good with it, Brooklyn Queen? If you ask me, I think that they did. I think that when it comes to this type of program, this program establishes a good old boy network. And the good old boy network is you learn tricks of the trade. Like you learn how to harass and intimidate women and be able to monopolize on the women and intimidate them into doing what you want to do. And the code of silence will work for you. So you go ahead and do that. I guarantee you that's what they said. Because these are not honorable people that we're working with. These are the sleaziest of the sleaze on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So I highly doubt that there was any type of intervention to say this behavior is not appropriate. If there was actually indeed behavior that was a pattern of them calling people out, I don't think that you would see all of the issues that you see with the Colorado police departments, because Colorado has some of the worst police departments and a history of some of the worst police incidents in the entire world. Absolutely in the United States, but in the entire world. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to everybody that's watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We got 34 people watching and we got 22 likes. If everybody could bang on that like button and get us to 40, that would be awesome. So now here it says the lawsuit alleges the 3 girls complained to the adult Aurora police officers running the law enforcement training program for youth, but their concerns were given little consideration. Now, I want you guys to tell me how you all think that this scenario went. You guys see all of those laws that are in the intro? They had the little junior laws and they brought them all together in a room and said, listen, we're going to show you guys how this works. Now, you're going to get in trouble for being so sloppy, but we're going to show you how us men stick together. And us men stick together by doing whatever it is that we want to anybody that we want to. These women here, minorities, whatever. And you don't say anything, and you don't tell on your brother. And if you tell on your brother, then something bad might happen to you, like you might not get cover if you're out in the field and you need it. Now, you're going to get in trouble here, and we're going to pledge you here because you messed up and got caught. But we all going to say the same thing, and the same thing is that none of this happened. If you guys think that those officers taught those young youth male officers that code, then give me a thumbs up in the chat. If you guys don't think that they did, then give me a thumbs down. And shout out to Eddie Lee. Nah, I didn't see that. But if anybody got that video, please make sure that y'all shoot it to me. Put it in the Discord. Send it to me on one of my social media. Eddie Lee said, did anybody see the video where a cop pulled over a white woman and the police told her that they only shoot black people? Well, they would have been telling her the truth. They only intentionally shoot black people or shoot white people in extreme cases. And even in extreme cases, I've seen them not do it. You know what I'm saying? More times than not. So now here it says eventually the girls were dismissed from the program in 2019 after it was discovered that they had commented on a meme in a private text message between themselves to express their frustration. And their comments ended up on a private Instagram account of another girl in the program, according to the lawsuit. So now, how did that happen? Like, we're going to break this whole entire scenario down. How did that happen? I need y'all to tell me in the comment section, that particular thing right there that we just talked about, how did that occur? Somebody's telling something. So I want y'all to hear this again. Eventually, the girls were dismissed from the program in 2019 after it was discovered that they had commented on a meme in a private text message between themselves to express their frustration. And their comments ended up on a private Instagram account of another girl in the program, according to the lawsuit. So somebody in that group leaked their message. And then once the message got leaked, it got put public on Instagram. So what happens is that somebody within their group is not loyal. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says the Explorer program is an educational curriculum for teenagers ages 14 through 19 run by the Aurora Police Department. That includes a 16-week training academy. Those who complete the academy continue to participate in regional and national competitions and assist Aurora Police at DUI checkpoints, traffic control, and community events. Explorers also go on ride-alongs with police officers. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Who do you think gets priority to be in this kind of program? That's my question for you guys. I want you guys to know, who do y'all think gets the priority of being in this program? The lawsuit claims Aurora police officers who supervise them also use patently discriminatory and shocking language during meetings to go over the girls' concerns, including one recorded conversation with one of the young women and her mother, where a supervising adult officer said female explorers should, quote unquote, keep it classy, look good, but keep it classy during department events such as parties. So now here goes my question. What was going on here? Why would that be stated? Major Payne would have been like, now you listen here. We operate by a strict code of conduct. Oh, man. It says, we learned that it's police versus everyone else. Duh. Now, I want you guys to understand something here. This individual here, this lady, Caitlin Rooney, who is now 21, joined that Explorer program at 14 years old and is one of the people that's suing. She says they will protect their own, even if it's not right. Is that true? If that's true, then give me a thumbs up. If it's not true, then give me a thumbs down. Now, what I find fascinating is that she learned this and accepted this as truth from a personal experience rather than exploring the fact that people have been saying this about the police ever since their inception. Why do you think that is? It says, when contacted for comment about the lawsuit Friday morning, a spokesperson for the police department said they could not provide a response that day because of the Veterans Day holiday. The lawsuit says the women suing were dismissed from the Explorer program in November of 2019, which they appealed. They claim the police department allowed them to be reinstated in July of 2022 on the condition that they immediately resign. So what does that mean? How does that work? And why would they do that? Shout out to Solo T. What's good with it? And also, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if the survey is still available, but make sure you guys do the survey about how you got notified. Three women filed their lawsuit October 23rd. They previously filed complaints with the Colorado Equal Opportunity Commission and the Colorado Civil Rights Division. They received notice of their right to sue from the Civil Rights Division in July. The Aurora Police Department also received copies of the notice, according to the lawsuit. The police department has not filed a formal response to the lawsuit in court as of Friday. The police of the one of the lawsuit's allegations. Okay, so you guys ready for this? One of the lawsuit's allegations says a male explorer who had a supervisory role in the program sent Rooney, who was still underage at the time, a text message saying, "Even if there wasn't gravity on Earth, I'd still fall for you." Just a nightly pickup line. Good night, sleep well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Followed by several heart emoji. So I wonder if they got a copy of this. That was a corny ass line, by the way. If there wasn't any gravity on Earth, I'd still fall for you. We got a couple women in here. Ladies, did you get all tingly when you heard that line? So now here it says the male explorer identified only by initials. Uh-oh, AB is the initials. Oh man. This male explorer's initials are AB. Oh man. Sent Rooney another text message saying, "Good morning, beautiful. Did you sleep well?" According to the lawsuit, the case characterized AB's advances as unwelcomed and not consented to, and alleges that AB retaliated against her with discipline when she rebuffed him. One instance of retaliation included a performance appraisal entry from AB when Rooney came to a training academy wearing ripped jeans, even though male explorers were not disciplined for doing the same thing, according to the complaint. Why would male explorers wear ripped jeans? And also, why would she wear ripped jeans? Why, like, depending on how the ripped jeans are, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. Why would anybody be wearing that? So now it says that the lawsuit says that AB was never disciplined, despite Rooney and her mother reporting the alleged harassment to her supervisors and a human resource representative for the police department. Rooney's mother, Myra Rooney, said her daughter's work as an explorer was intense. Her daughter once rode in a police car going 100 miles an hour, chasing a woman who was drunk who crashed her car. In another experience, her daughter was left in a room with a baby while officers searched for an armed felon. The officers ended up finding the felon hiding in the closet in the same room where her daughter was. So they're supposed to be keeping her. They're supposed to be keeping these people safe, right? And they left her in the room where the felon was. Man, I'd have took her out of that program right then. That'd have been the end of your time at that program. How many of y'all would have kept your child in that program after that? I'd have been like, hold on, the audio skipping. Yo, if you guys can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up. If you guys can't hear me, then give me a thumbs down. Is the audio skipping? Are you guys able to hear me? If you guys can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up. If y'all can't hear me, give me a thumbs down. Y'all able to hear me? Okay. All right, cool. Okay. All right. So now, again, I'm gonna read this part again because this is crazy. Katsy and Torian say that I'm skipping. Am I skip? Is the audio skipping? I don't know why it's doing that. Everything is showing good on my end. Okay, yeah, DC Precise says it's okay. So I don't know. Maybe it's an audio issue with whatever kind of phone it is, or I don't know. I don't know. So now here it says her daughter struggles with PTSD and must go see a counselor. But Myra Rooney said it's not the law enforcement experiences that have her so anxious. She says she's still recovering from how her complaints of desperate treatment as a woman ended up being handled by Aurora Police Department. Now, here goes my question for you guys. Have you all ever heard of a situation where a complaint was handled like this, where they kind of just brushed it off as if nothing had happened? If you guys heard of situations like this, then give me a thumbs up. If you guys have not heard of situations like this, then give me a thumbs down. They just kept slipping it under the rug, Myra Rooney said, of the adult officer supervisors of the Explorer program. And slowly it became clear to me that they know exactly what's going on. They just don't want to get it out. The lawsuit also alleges that when another former Explorer filing the lawsuit, Rupjot Nagra, reported to several supervisors that a male explorer grabbed her breasts and inappropriately touched other parts of her body during a search training exercise. A sex crimes investigator told Nagra what she experienced was nothing compared to an actual sexual assault, equating it to an accidental bump into her and asking plaintiff Nagra why she was still complaining about it a year later. Now, let me ask you guys this. Is that the appropriate way to deal with that? Yeah, that's weird. So it is going in and out, huh? Give me a second. I'm gonna try to oh no, it's not. Wait, hold on. How is the sound? Because there's like half of the people saying that they can hear, and the other half are saying that they can't. If you can hear me okay with no interruption, give me a thumbs up. If you can't hear me and it's skipping, then give me a thumbs down. Okay, the sound is good now. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. When it starts skipping, the people that it's skipping for, I need y'all to put in the comment section that it's skipping. Just type in skipping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's doing that. I'm trying to figure out why it's doing that. So now here it says, according to the lawsuit, one program supervisor, Officer Dano Singleton, interviewed the Explorer, identified by his initials SA, and told him there would be a consequence. But the lawsuit claims that SA was not disciplined beyond being required to write a private apology letter, and he was allowed to continue serving in a leadership position with authority over women. Singleton currently has the title of agent, the police department said in an email. It also accuses the same male explorer of assaulting a third woman, suing Tiona Mirska during a training exercise by putting his hand up the back of her shirt up to her bra, and only stopped when she jumped in shock. So this dude right here, this one particular individual, he has a lot of grabby accusations going on about him. Shout out to Felicia. Felicia said, just joined. I literally left Black Power Media live and it was buffering. Okay. I wonder if it's something. It got to be something going on with YouTube. It's either something going on with YouTube or something going on with StreamYards internally, because on my end, everything looks and sounds good. I got all green bars, all green indicators, everything looking good. So it got to be YouTube. So now here it says, Mirseska claims she immediately reported the incident, but there was no investigation within the Explorer program. A sex crimes investigation 9 months later made an unfounded determination despite several witnesses, according to the lawsuit. So despite several witnesses, according to the lawsuit, there was nothing really done about this. Yeah. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said, typical PC boy behavior. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. This sounds like what they had going on with Myron Gaines on Fresh and Fit. They was doing all this to him. So now here it says Agent Singleton gave her information on peer support services in the Aurora Police Department and told her to reach out if she needed someone to talk to, the lawsuit said. The lawsuit also alleges officers humiliated Rooney and Nagra on a free day training during a competition trip to Arizona. A female officer made Nagra and Rooney run exercises in a hotel parking lot, which the lawsuit characterized as corporal punishment, and repeatedly made comments about their butt, the case says. Not only was this corporal punishment not meted on any male, Explorer and Chandler, but the fact also that it was done on a free day in a hot hotel parking lot in clear view of their colleagues and the public clearly demonstrates its discriminatory and retaliatory intent, according to the lawsuit. Rupjak wore black leggings that day, which no Explorer's operating procedure prohibited, the case said. A male officer later commented in front of others that, quote unquote, fat people should not wear leggings, and asked if anyone could imagine him in a pair of leggings, according to the case. So I'm not trying to be funny, but this actually sounds like something that they would do. I believe most of these accusations, and I don't believe them just because they're women. I believe them because of the nature of the kind of people that they're talking about and the track record that these degenerate pigs have of behaving like this in every single instance. Shout out to James Hudson. What's good with it? And real quick, shout out to everybody that's in here. I appreciate all y'all. If you guys have not smashed the like button, please take a moment. Make sure you guys smash that like button. All right. Also, if you guys have not shared the stream to your social media, please take a moment and share the stream to your social media. We got 37 people watching and we got 35 likes. If we could get the likes up to 50, that would be great. So now here it says Myra Rooney said the Explorers must go through vetting to get into the program, just as full officers do. So now let me ask you guys this question, because I think that this is an important question to ask. What kind of vetting process do you think that these Explorers would have to go through? What kind of vetting process do you all think these Explorers have to go through? It says here fingerprinting, background checks, and interviews, and also must follow high standards of professionalism, which is interesting because they weren't shown high standards of professionalism. And if you ask me, I think Shamika Gray put the nail on the head. Yeah. And that's what they're looking for, but they don't really have a line for that on an application. You have to demonstrate that. The young women exceeded their expectations, she said, and she's frustrated because she believes they were retaliated against for speaking up, while superior officers turned a blind eye to the behavior of the young men in the Explorers program accused of victimizing them. I think Catlin makes a good point when she says Explorers are held to the highest standard. They're expected to do the right thing even when no one is watching, Myra said. And yet APD themselves felt that no one was watching. They felt that they could never possibly they felt no one could ever possibly know what happened there. Okay. So this is how these police officers are raising their young, allowing the male police officers to be degenerates and traumatizing the female officers. You know what I'm saying? That's what they out here doing. All right. So, take a wild guess what else the police are out here doing. Anybody got a guess? What do you guys think that a favorite pastime of the pigs is besides sitting in a burger with lettuce, tomatoes, and cheese? What do you guys think that another favorite pastime of theirs is? Also besides being anti-black. A lot of times police officers like to be anti-life. These is very people that claim that they're pro-life, but a lot of times these officers are anti-life. Now, here goes an idiot that was anti-life. He had a deadly overreaction. An ex-LAPD officer goes on trial for deleting a man in Costco in Corona. Why would you do it? Why would you do it? How come nobody is talking about this or covering this? Where your boy Officer Tatum at? Probably somewhere cashing a check. Probably somewhere cashing a check. Shout out to MC Fact. MC Fact says, hey, y'all, try refreshing. The sound is good on my end. Shout out to you. I'm glad the sound is good. Has the sound improved for you guys? Shout out to OG Patrice. What's good with it, OG? So now here it says on a busy Friday night, 2 days before Father's Day, 10 gunshots rang out near a sausage sample stand inside of a Costco in Corona, California. Imagine that, getting shot over sausage sampling inside of a Costco in Corona, California. That is a crazy LGBTQ tongue twister. Pause. You got shot at a sausage sample stand inside a Costco in Corona, California. That's like rubber baby bumper buggy bumpers or whatever however that tongue twister went. You guys remember that? You know what I'm saying? And it's in California too. This mad LGTV. Shot over a sausage sample stand in Costco in Corona, California. What a crappy, callous way to croak. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Katsy said, oh, did somebody eat the last sausage sample and piss him off? I don't know. He probably mad because somebody had stuffed more. Now, remember, this dude is a police officer. He probably got really infuriated when he went over there to the sausage sampling thing and oh, man. I can't even say it because I'm laughing so hard. Oh, man. He thought he was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then he got over there with some real legitimate people. Oh, man. He got over there with some real legitimate people and got mad that people was taking them poker kibasis down their throat like how a snake swallow a rat. And it and he got outraged and pulled out his service weapon and started bucking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hell no. Oh, man. Wow. Escape from California if you can. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. On a busy Friday night, 2 days before Father's Day, 10 gunshots rang out near a sausage sample stand inside Costco in Corona, California. Moments later, a mother lay on the ground near the deli's refrigerator cases. shot once. A father lay nearby, also shot once. And their 32-year-old son took his final breaths beneath a rotisserie chicken sign with 4 shots to the back. Man, what what was going on here? what was going on here? God damn. Shout out to Jay Cage. Mad he wasn't invited to the sausage party. Bro, you ain't never lied.
What kind of shit is that?
I don't know if this is about an autistic man. The only person that I could think of that got some type of issue going on with him is this damn violent, insane police officer. This dude annihilated an entire family. Look at this. Look at this. Moments later, a mother lay on the ground near the deli refrigerator, cases shot once. A father lay nearby, also shot once, and their 32-year-old son took his final breaths beneath the rotisserie chicken sign with 4 shots to the back. A second father, Salvador Sanchez, lay some 10 feet away that night in 2019, holding a gun he had pulled from his waistband containing 13 bullets, 1 chambered, after being struck by Kenneth French in the back of the head while he held his infant son. Sanchez, an off-duty officer with Los Angeles Police Department, opened fire in the crowded store, killing French. Why did this dude named French hit him over the back of the head while he was holding his kid? Like, what's going on here? This case is about a deadly overreaction, Deputy State Attorney General Mike Murphy told a jury Wednesday as Sanchez's manslaughter trial started at the Larson Justice Center in Indio. Defense attorney Michael Schwartz told the jury Sanchez drew his weapon believing he'd been shot. While holding his son in his arms in parental bliss, feeding him, he was brutally and inexplicably attacked from behind, Schwartz said. He acted to defend himself and his son. Now, that's a plot twist. Why is he going to jail then? Yeah, this is wild. This dude, the police officer allegedly got attacked. Shout out to Lehman Lucas, and shout out to Lehman Lucas for being a bot enforcer. Appreciate it, bro. During a day that featured wrenching testimony from French's parents, the two sides provided starkly different motivations for the same tragic incident that ended in a death and 2 people gravely injured. Neither Sanchez nor his son were hurt. Sanchez is charged with voluntary manslaughter and 2 counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and all felonies. He is also accused of shooting and injuring French's parents, Russell, who was 58, and Paola French, who was 59, who survived but spent weeks in the hospital. Sanchez has pleaded not guilty. Now, here goes my question. Why did he go and delete all these people, though? Yeah, big facts. If you guys agree with win, lose, or rug, Officer Tatum is not going to speak on this. Give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. This entire situation sounds like a whole hot mess, doesn't it? And real quick, also, guys, don't forget, make sure you guys watch the stream all the way through to the end. It's going to take you to Crimecast, which is going to be starting momentarily. Sanchez was sampling free food with his wife and infant when, by all accounts, he was hit for no apparent reason by French. His lethal response cost him his job. Why did this individual named French hit him? Now, here go my thing, right? You can't kill everybody because this individual named French hit you. But if somebody attack you from behind, though, I mean, come on now. What do you think they're trying to do to you? The French family was on their weekly trip to Corona Costco with Kenneth, Okay, who was said to be intellectually disabled and struggling with mental health issues. Okay. So, Katsy, this is that case that you're talking about. This is the case that you're talking about. Now, here goes the thing, right? To me, that doesn't change anything as far as this individual having a mental health issue. And the reason why I say that doesn't change anything anyway is because we all know that the police have a horrible, horrible, a horrible and deplorable record of dealing with people with mental illness. The police have the worst possible record dealing with people with mental illness. So I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that one bit. Tragedy took place that night. Several tragedies, Schwartz said, but underscored that Sanchez had 3 seconds, which he counted aloud to the jury, to determine if the man who he thought had shot him could further injure him. And that's when he shot, as the threat was still threatening. Murphy emphasized that after French hit Sanchez, he was immediately pushed back by his father, who told Sanchez not to hurt him because he was sick. But Sanchez opened fire, the whole confrontation lasting mere seconds. During his testimony, Russell French says he remembers looking over and seeing a man pointing a gun in the direction of himself and his son, and he told the gunman, he's sick, don't shoot. The defendant ignored their pleas, Murphy said, without hesitation, without warning. Then the defendant aimed his gun at the French family and pulled the trigger 10 times. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Do you all think that this cop probably did overreact? Okay. So Katsy says, I think the mom and dad got shot because they jumped in front of Kenneth. So now here goes my question. What's up with this cop being like super overreactive? Now, a lot of us have literally said that these pigs, they go around looking for somebody to delete. They're bloodthirsty. But, a lot of people deny that notion. They don't agree. They don't feel that it's true. They don't feel that it's true. A lot of these guys are over aggressive and are bloodthirsty and are waiting for something bad to happen. So now here it says, bang, bang, bang. It was like a war zone. Russell French testified before describing his fight to live. I needed to survive unless this guy becomes a hero. That's what happens in countries like this. The judge admonished him several times during his testimony to only answer the question he was asked. The prosecutor's argument in a trial expected to last 2 weeks is that an unreasonable overreaction was made lethal by Sanchez's decision to bring a loaded firearm into the Costco. According to the defense, the shooting was a tragedy, but most likely a decision a father made while in the tunnel vision of a possible conclusion after having been attacked for no reason. Pursuit of justice. It's a case that garnered national media attention in the years since it's happened. A trained cop lethally deleting a man who had hit him, losing his job and family, who lost a son, getting a hefty settlement after the related civil suit resolved in their favor. And locally, the case has made waves in Riverside County, with prosecutors here declining to charge Sanchez. So now let me ask you guys this question. Why would those prosecutors decline to charge Sanchez? Why would the prosecutors decline to charge Sanchez? Riverside County District Attorney Mike Hurston announced in September of 2019 that his office would not be filing charges, citing a grand jury's decision to not indict. Hestrin could have charged Sanchez despite the grand jury's ultimate vote. So now here's the question for you guys. Why did the grand jury not want to charge? And why did the district attorney not want to charge? You had two parties that didn't want to charge, the grand jury and the district attorney. California Attorney General Robb Bonta announced in 2021 that his office would criminally charge Sanchez following a policy he implemented earlier that year, which the state's Justice Department reviews all fatal police shootings of unarmed people. Where there's a reason to believe a crime has been committed, we will seek justice, Bonta said at the time. That's exactly what these charges are about, pursuing justice after an independent and thorough review of evidence and the law. Ultimately, any loss of life is a tragedy, and being licensed to carry a gun doesn't mean you're not accountable for how you use it. No matter who you are, nobody is above the law. Well, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Where's the reason to believe a crime has been committed? We will seek justice, Bonta said at the time. That's exactly what these charges are about, pursuing justice after an independent and thorough review of the evidence and the law. Ultimately, any loss of life is a tragedy, and being licensed to carry a gun doesn't mean you're not accountable for how you use it. No matter who you are, nobody is above the law. The French family filed a civil lawsuit against the LAPD, the city of Los Angeles, and Sanchez at the end of 2019, alleging negligence, civil rights violations, and emotional distress. A jury ruled in their favor, awarding the family $17 million in damages. Okay. So basically what it does is it goes on to give a little bit more of a detailed explanation of the details of the crime. But the key points of what I wanted people to see here is how the grand jury failed to indict him, right? And the prosecutors literally just said, we're not going to prosecute. Now, we all know that internal affairs is as corrupt as they come. We know this, right? But it was internal affairs that brought to light this issue, pushed on with this, and then ended up getting a conviction. Everybody else was just going to let it slide. Now, my question is, this is an ongoing problem that we see all the time. Yet, nothing is really done about it. So my question is, why is that? Why is nothing done about this kind of stuff? Why does this happen? How is it that you can have a case that's this open and shut and they just kind of sit on it? And the other question is police culture really changing if we're continuing to see this kind of thing play out? Can we really continue to gaslight ourselves and say, well, police culture is changing for the better? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sybil. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not move. Don't move a muscle. Stay right where you are. This stream will take you into the next one, and we will get started shortly. I want to shout out my man, John Guillory, and shout out to the entire Green team for the channel support. Shout out to John for 9 months of channel support. Make sure you guys show John some love. Throw some radiation emoji in the chat. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Don't move. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
came from the clouds. Y'all niggas funny. Yeah. I fuck about $1 million, I keep it a trend, resilient, they energy off. My image is God reaching deep in the pot, I got features of people like Lawz. Yeah, RIP on me, TT. The melanin on me, my cheekbone is native, the soil is my where I walk. Some beavers on me, my nigga, go figure my enemy, make enemy scoff. Admit it, your energy off. My frequency killer, you soft. I show people love, they act like they above it, but switch when they see me, I'm lost. I tell the truth when I talk. Niggas wanna be me. I used to sleep in the car till my girl when it crashes in car. Now I got a crib down the street. Young niggas made it so far. I never lose what I'm on. For now, I'm cool being me. But I need you to match what I'm on. How you wanna play games when I won? Ay, I play with cash for the fun. Women looking at me, she think I'm needing her on. I'm doing me for me, hun. I never needed no one. I never bleed around sharks. They're saying you are what you eat, but she wanted me to be lunch. God body from the turf, my hair in the breeze. Bitch, I'm Farrakhan, keep the peace. I look out for me.
Fuck about what they say, I can't hear 'em from the clouds. Ay. I don't talk too much, but these diamonds talking loud. Ay. And I'm turning heads, got these bitches going out. Ay. Fuck about what they say, what they say, what they say. I can't hear 'em from the clouds. Ay.
Diamond so vibe, always down to slide. I've been real from the jump start, it's just part of my design. I've been self-made, you know the bills paid, I feel it's part to self-prescribe. You want a real one, well I'm the real thing, I run a rampant through a mind. Ayy, yeah, I never lose what I'm on. I'm always cool with being me, they never match what I'm on. I play with cash for the fun. God body from the turf, my hair in the breeze. I'm Farrakhan, keep the peace, I look out for me.
Fuck about what they say, I can't hear 'em from the clouds. Ay. I don't talk too much, but these diamonds talking loud. Ay. And I'm turning heads, got these bitches going out. Ay. Fuck about what they say, what they say, what they. Fuck about what they say, I can't hear 'em from the clouds. Ay.
I'm way up, nothing less than, and I'ma stay up.
Can't hear 'em from the clouds. Ay.
God, please save him for me.